there. This next dream is very, very short, but it should get you guys totally pumped because it's an exciting message, especially for those who are suffering under the pain of Bidenomics. Okay, this one came on August 11th, 2023, so it's pretty recent, and I called it Trump's Money Party. In this dream, I knew a huge celebration was about to start in a big arena or gathering place. Donald Trump stood on a round platform in the middle of this wide open area. A man stood in front of Trump helping him get his shoes on. I saw the man slip the right shoe onto Trump's foot, and it was a royal blue color or a little bit lighter. Then I noticed on his other foot, Trump was already sporting a patriotic red shoe. I don't recall exactly what else Trump was wearing. It may have been stars and stripes or something colorful and patriotic rather than the typical dark suit. From my vantage point off to Trump's left, I could see that he was smiling and laughing, clearly excited about this moment. He took both hands to pick up wads of money from near his feet and throw it high into the air. I watched as the money floated up and over the crowd of people that had gathered in front of him and the low platform. The money rained down over the crowd like confetti. The people caught it and picked it up with joy and excitement. There was an atmosphere of exuberant and almost reckless celebration, maybe even undignified celebration. There was no cautious reserve. It was more like little children who have no restraint on their joy, and they don't have a care in the world. Okay, so I have some thoughts about this, and I'll share with you. If you have been following Patriot reporters since the 2020 election, then you have probably heard some talk about a transference of wealth. Some of the prophetic voices online have also been talking about it and likening it to the Israelites plundering the Egyptians right before they left Egypt, the Great Exodus, which you can find that in the Exodus chapter 12, verse 35 to 36. And I felt like the Father spoke to many of us in 2020 that we're going to see a greater Exodus and that it would include a wealth transfer. And I know it's been a long, long wait, but this most recent dream should be a huge encouragement to you, and I know it was for me, especially in light of the reports surfacing that the Federal Reserve and the IRS were established to keep us enslaved and impoverished. I've been praying for many, many years that Yehovah would eliminate the IRS. After 2020, I added the Federal Reserve to that prayer. But instead of things getting better, it seemed like the situation was just getting worse. Then Biden proposed hiring 86,852 new IRS agents over the next 10 years, which would end up costing taxpayers about $80 billion from what the reports say. And I don't know about you, but for me, that just horrified me. I thought it was interesting that the Texas Senator Ted Cruz tweeted out, "Stop Biden's shadow army." He must have heard the same rumors that the new IRS agents would be receiving firearm training. I sure hope that's not true. Of course, the media machine, which includes USA Today, CNBC, to name just a few that I noticed, began to refute that there would be no 87,000 IRS agents. It seemed to me they were just trying to tamp down the panic over what Biden had said. And I also thought it was interesting that he named exactly 86,852. Where did he get that number? Anyway, the American Bar Association even put out a blog post to assure us that no one would be kicking down our doors. But does that give anyone any comfort? Are we really supposed to believe that Biden is building us up better, building back better? I have been saying for a long time, as a former CPA and tax preparer, that this reign of terror is coming to an end. So make that your declaration too. Let's stop repeating that supposed Benjamin Franklin quote that says, nothing in life is certain except death, and you know the rest. I won't say it. So finally, I want to emphasize that Trump is not our savior and he's not our provider. As believers, we all know that God is our provider, but he will use people to accomplish his objectives. And I just consider Trump a type of, I don't know, a modern day Moses anointed by God to bring us out of debt and financial bondage. So let's get rejoicing and get ready to plunder the Egyptian tax masters and watch Jehovah God use Trump to rebuild our economy for the third time, just like he did after the 2016 election and again after the pandemic shutdowns. So again, comments are welcome. God bless you guys. Shalom, shalom.